Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Last time we pushed through this castle, helping Grain, or more accurately, Grain helping us capture it, so that we can create a, forward base through the wall for Constantine and his forces to push on to Northumbria. So now that we've accomplished that, it's time to head out and speak to him. But first, as always, looting. We can just loot things like this from afar? Wow, we have long arms. Very long arms. That's not how that usually works, but I suppose I'll take it. So we can't actually... Can we not walk over there? Oh dear, I think I have gotten stuck somehow. Well, maybe that explains what happened. I am stuck in the wall. No, seriously. Alright, I'm gonna reload. Fantastic. Alright, let's just head out and not try and jam our way along that wall. We'll just head out here. We can grab this stuff from the outside, where we have to actually walk to things, and that's fine. Amazing. So yeah, Constantine's there in the middle. We'll talk to him in a moment. Okay, yeah, Grain has already moved up to talk to him, so he's probably gotten the statement about how things went. Anything else over here? Yes. Even all this that feels like that belongs to the guy at the cart. Apparently not. It's free game. Come on, grab everything. There we go. There we go. Now it's time to talk to Constantine. Alfbjorn, splendid job. Truly, with every passing day, you give me more reasons to treasure our alliance. It's a pleasure to finally be at Eoforwic. Just holding up my end of the deal. I trust you'll do the same when this is over. Or your praise honors me greatly, Your Majesty. We already beat Eoforwic. That's why we got his spear. Yeah. Your praise honors me greatly, Your Majesty. It's only what you've earned. With the capture of this passage, we march on to Eoforwic, unobstructed. We expect to encounter little opposition along the way, certainly nothing worth involving you in. All that now remains is to capture Eoforwic itself, and to unseat Aethelred from the throne he so recently usurped. Once the attack begins, you and your warriors will serve as the spear tip. Sail your drekki between the enemy positions, and break through to the King's Hall. There's little else to say about it. Have you any questions? What do you expect to achieve by taking the King's Hall before the outer defenses fall? And potentially, if the king has been dethroned, the resistance should crumble. Like, if they already have attackers that have gotten all the way in to take the King's Hall, I would expect the defenders to just mostly give up. Sounds like time will be of the essence. Yes. Surely the rest of Northumbria will not simply roll over once we take the capital. No. Probably not. Yeah, what do you expect to achieve by taking the King's Hall before the outer defenses fall? Without Eoforwic, Northumbria is dangerously short on competent field commanders. Eoforwic's defenses will doubtlessly be coordinated from the King's Hall. Once we siege those commands, the entirety of the city's defensive efforts will fall apart. It sounds like time will be of the essence. The King's expression turned severe. Certainly. Eoforwic is well defended, and our strategy hinges on concentrating all our forces at one specific point. If we take too long to break through their positions, they will be able to redirect their troops and block us off completely. If that happens, all is lost. Surely the rest of Northumbria will not simply roll over once we take the capital. Of course not. However, with the levy having been called to meet the threat of our invasion, the vast majority of Northumbria's fighting forces are gathered in Eoforwic. Once we have the city, controlling the rest of Northumbria is simply a matter of mopping up. Again, no reason to evolve someone like you. Alright, I guess we will sail to Eoforwic as soon as we're able. Very good. This will be a great day for all our kingdoms, the beginning of what I hope will be a lasting peace in the north. Go with the grace of God, and Silb Math Duhit. Alright. That's that, I guess. So he wants us to sail with the Dreki, which means we're going to need to go back up to Perth, because the only places we can sail with the Dreki, I guess we have Scarborough, which is 23 hours away. Eoforwic itself, which is 16 hours away, but we can't sail from Eoforwic to Eoforwic. Or we go all the way back up to Perth, a day and 5 hours. The closest spot is actually Scarborough, and it'll be a shorter trip by boat from here. I don't know if the people of the town are going to immediately attack us if we show up there. Hopefully we appear near the beach. Let's drop down a save. I don't want to just butcher the town. Yeah. Let's go here. It's a good camping spot. Yeah, we're going to be marching through the night a bit, or through our rest of it. It is through the night. That's fine. But I want to be as rested before we get to setting sail as possible, rather than camping somewhere back here before we get tired and then being closer to being hungry by the time we get there. Since you can't camp or eat or sleep or anything during days of sailing. Alright, 21 meat is spoiling currently. Let's make sure everyone's eating meat, and they are. So we're going to have you guys do preserving. We've got a decent amount of herbs, so you can do some witchcraft. And you will also preserve. Still not enough. You've got rank 2 preserving, you have none. Alright, fine. We'll have you do a bit of preserving as well. I don't need you to do witchcraft. Granted, I don't need you to do preserving either. Oh, we don't actually have enough guarding. Right, because more can't left. I really do need to level up your guys' guarding. It's not a great use of skill points, but you do have level 5 of your 2 major skills. And I guess it doesn't cost that many points. Let me see. You also have 5 points there and 5 points to dual wielding, so you have your points as well. That'll be more than enough. That is not more than enough. How about that? I actually do need to get you guys to level 5, which feels like it should be way overkill. Because I would think a single person with level 5 guarding would be enough for a single shift. But I guess not. Oh well. That's your guys' camp thing. Making you better at it is reasonable. No, because we have... Yeah, for these 2 slots where we have 1 person each, it is now enough. So it's overkill, these spots where we have 2 people. But you guys don't have any other skills you're trained in. At this point, it might be smarter to train one of you in something else. Either way, it's fine. We're preserving most of the meat. We've got a bit of hunting going on. Excessive amounts of scouting. Do we... I really do have 3 people on full-time scouting. That's probably excessive. Let's have you do witchcraft instead. And you could hunt, but your hunting is terrible. Okay. Alright, please no event that injures one of my people right before battle. Alright, usual team. As always. Hopefully we can just peacefully move by to get to our boat. Yeah, because this game doesn't really have runaway mechanics for us. There's a few fights where other people are trying to run. It says they're trying to get to a specific location. But we don't have that. Alright, so we're wanting to go down here. Where, yes, the Drekki is. Are we going to run into a fight on the way? Or is everyone just chill to let us pass? So far, so good. Yeah, I think we are good. No one's fighting us. Part of me is tempted to see if we can find more cant here, and I think I will. If we go here, because that's the Lord's Hall, or no, this is. That's where I would guess Morcat would hang out. And yes, this might get us into a fight, but that's why I saved. We did also first see him, like, down here somewhere. Just curious if we can talk to him again. No. But no one is fighting us. We've been told that if we went to Eoforwic, they would attack us on sight. So I kind of expected the same for here, but it seems not. Alright, back down to here. Half the team ran some other direction. Alright, let's set sail. So our goal is to just push in quick to capture the King's Hall. Let's see how it goes. This time feels a lot more Viking than most of our actions, because we are riding in on our warship to immediately hop off and start fighting. So I thought the portion of the game where we were aiding Perth in taking Northumbria was going to be a significant number of battles. But instead, we're just here now. You meet very little resistance on the Ouse. A few sentries take pot shots from the banks of the river, but their arrows thump harmlessly into the shields along the side of the Drekki. There's no one here? I would have expected a welcome party of some kind. All the defenders must have pulled back behind the protections of the old walls. Well, that's poor choices. The gates will be closed, but that leaves us two ways through the walls. The old tower or the collapse in the south wall. Tower entrance is more spacious. We need room to maneuver. While the breach is narrow, we can use that to our advantage. Let's see what the situation is like when we get there. I'm not gonna decide now. You can see the guys taking their pot shots, apparently. Stop shooting my boat! Just remember, this is war. Our enemy no more takes prisoners than we do. If we fall, they will kill us. So at this point, I could loot everything, apparently. Or at least there's new lootables. Pretty sure those were the shops before. If I move over here, are you going to... Why is there already a dead body on the ground? Who were you and how did you die? Because I would have thought we were the first ones in. Alright, so let's look at the map. Or I guess, make sure we've got this marked. Find a way through the walls of Eoforwic to reach the King's Hall. So we're trying to get here, which is this way. So we could just head up through town, along the river, cross the bridge. Not cross the bridge, it's on this side of the river. Okay, good thing I checked. Where are we? Here. Follow this along. Can't go through there. So we could follow up here. They've blocked that off. Alright, so we could go through here. That's one of the options. And that takes us right to the King's Hall. Or through the tower, they were saying. So if we follow the wall around this way... Ah, through here. Then we have to go all the way through town. I'm more inclined to go this way. Well, with that in mind, let's start pushing forward. See if I can grab all of this loot that's lying around, since it's free for the taking. Not that I think it matters much, because we might be at, like, the end of the game. We got half of our time left, though, so that would be shocking. But that's also how the intro to the game kind of went. Like before the time skip when we set sail, I still had tons of time left. So maybe they're just, again, overly generous. Wow, where are you running? I'm going to assume, though, that the game isn't over until the game is actually declared over. So I'm going to play as if there's still more going on. Because I hate to miss out on good treasure that I could use. We're not going to get everything because we are going to push towards the King's Hall. Just down one of the two paths. It was this side, right? Yeah. So we're going to head down that way. I don't understand all the dead. Because I don't know who has already gotten in here and fought. Hi there, people. I mean, I guess that's... Okay, yeah, so this is Northumbrians fighting Perth. Where they're guarding the bridge. And possibly a few of them have managed to get through, maybe? Or these were civilians that got shot? I don't know. Oh, we are... Yeah. I know the enemy isn't that far away, and having our team split up for a really long walk around could have been bad if the fight had started while some of our people were way out of position. Alright, don't do any dumb walks. Just wanting to grab all of this loot. Since we have the fight right there, just really nervous that we're going to start the fight early. Okay, nope, we're good. So yeah, it's a lot more open. Let's move in. Alright, let's pull back into cover with my people that need cover. Probably there. No, I could put you here. That should be actually decent cover. And then if we have the two of you hold this line. Yeah. Then they can only come at you one at a time. Plus, you know, they're spear attacking over, but we have the same. Scatter shot. Oh, come on. You can't shoot scatter shot through a wall. Blinding us through a wall. That's just not fair. Alright, we'll have you shield hook. Nefia, if you attack, good. Because you're not attacking directly through them, they don't get hit. That's what I was wanting. Then you, 95% from where you are. So yeah, take that shot. It occurs to me that I was thinking about doing non-lethal, and then clearly forgot right there. Then I could bow shot, certainly you, possibly you. From here I obviously can't. I could hit you. If I step over, I have no guarantee that I can hit you, and it might block my attack on you. So I think I'm going to just take this shot. and then get into full cover myself. And I think we will go with... DR? I guess how tough are you guys? Level 2s. Level 4 cleric. Bunch of level 2s. Maybe we'll go with physical resistance instead, so that we don't get our people stunned. Oh, enemy reinforcements. I had not considered that. Definitely should have paid attention. Alright. So we've got you up front. Nefia can do a good amount of damage there. Can you finish them off? You can. Perfect. Then I can shoot the priest. Not enough to get a kill, though with a quick shot, 78% is probably still worth it to take the chance. Perfect. Then probably same thing from you. Quick shot on their archer, 85%. Gunner can still go. I should have had Gunner go for the kill, and then Adis could have healed him. Could move you forward and do a cleave. Let's pull Nefia back. Let's move you forward to get the heal in.
Shit! Let me take a look.
My thanks.
And then I can have you step forward and cleave. That way we know his shield's gone. Possibly I could have gone for a flank just to get even more damage in. Not making all the best decisions. Step you there. You can step up there to block the path. Rospa can pull back. Nefia, you step forward. The two of us will not move because we moved too far already. You know what? Go for the flank anyway. Definitely should have flanked beforehand. It's fine. Yeah, that miss is problematic for you. The full cover is still a problem, because I definitely don't want to charge up and see if it brings any of them into the fight. But I definitely need you to stop poking around and shooting. And I wish I knew where reinforcements were going to come from. Because, like, we have that whole side over there. The map just ends here. I would assume reinforcements are going to come from somewhere inside the city, but I don't know for certain. And it always screws me over when I guess where they're going to come from and I'm guessing wrong. Nefia, you have terrible movement, right? No, you have movement 7. You're the one with terrible movement. Alright, then let's have you do a charge to finish them off. do I risk moving forward? Kind of feel like I have to. I mean, if someone's going to do it, it should be you, because you have the shield to take whatever hits happen. Please don't draw those attackers in. The rest of us, I think, we could take cover behind this wall. Because I'm pretty sure no matter where they show up, that should be safe. At least that's my theory. Push you forward a bit so that you're moving that direction. But we still have 2 more turns. How far can I make it? Similar. Because if it was this turn, then maybe I would do the interrupt. Since we have another turn, then I can push towards getting into cover there. Technically, Nefia can still go. I'm going to put you here so you can help out with that fight, because I doubt she can get the kill all on her own. Can you... Yes, you can attack, but you don't kill. You have a 53% block chance. You could pull the shield out of the way, but then Nefia doesn't get the kill. Which isn't good, but I think it's what it's got to be. Because just hitting the shield would be even worse. I could move Ife to a position where she can get the shot off. There you go. That's them down. Now the rest of us keep moving towards the plan. Getting into some cover. I would like to have had the interrupt going, but I'd rather get my people tucked away safely into a corner, if possible. So you can still move. Ife is going to be stranded a bit by herself. I'm not thrilled by that. Because if they pop up, like, right here and get a free attack on her, she might just go down. You still have a potential shout. So let's have you use your turn on that. Right, and you also don't get Tyr's favor because you're not Norse. Oh well, it is what it is. Reinforcements are showing up from over there and over here. Yeah, so they just get free attacks on her. Not cool, game. I'm still very much not a fan of the fact that they get to show up and then immediately attack on the same turn. It's rough. Cool, you spotted us, but you are so far away. Alright, she's not quite down. But we're going to need to get her some healing immediately. And unfortunately, she is cut off. So what do I do about that? If there was a path through, so if we had a way to clear out someone, she could then do a withdraw, tactical retreat to move back here so that Rosva could heal her. You could do a 1-2 to finish this person off. She could then move all the way around through there. It's not a great spot. Or I could have you pull shield out of the way there. See where that gets us. I think we're going to go that route. You pull their shield. Are you guys level 2s as well? Yes. Primarily level 2s. Level 4 hunter and leader though, and a level 4 healer back there. Alright, so you could move forward and get a good hit. Or I can have you 1-2 and just take this guy out by yourself. Nephew move forward. She could hit here. If you charged, you get a good amount of damage. Not enough, but probably the most we're going to pull off with one character. That's you mostly down. And if I sidestep, I can finish you off. 70%. Please don't miss. I'm having to do a lot to try and save her. Then if you pull back, that opens up a path. Now you, tactical retreat, pull back to here. And then Rosva can step forward and heal.
Need a hand?
Sorry for the trouble.
Okay, there we go. That was certainly something to make that all work. Just because I want to get more kills, we are going to do the 1-2. One. Two. Then go for a flank. Alright, I can't get into any sort of cover at this point. Rosva, you pull back into cover, please. I'm in cover. They could technically move forward to get to a point. Actually, I'm not in cover from you. Just gonna step over. Suppose I might not be considered in cover from you now. Maybe. It's fine. Demoralize. Fine. Demoralize again. Missed. Perfect. $10 damage. Excellent. You've got interrupting going. Not great. Okay. I can't see you, you can't see me. Perfect. I can work with that. I've just got a shot here. 65 isn't great. We're both demoralized. I am not, actually. Yeah, but you're in the way. You should be easily dealt with, though. Let's pull your shield out of the way. Oh, right, that's gonna hit Gunnar. Her spear's really good, but it sometimes is a bit of a problem. 112 to 124. You would do a lot less. Alright, let's have Ife take that shot, 80%. Then we move Gunnar out of the way of the spear. You can then attack through. Perfect. And then Gunnar could kill you. Can I quick shot? No, I moved. I could kill you or do a lot of damage there. Gunnar can do... Let's have him do a charge. Because his charge might do more damage than me. Maybe. It did not. It might have. It did 90. I would have done 93 to 96. It's all about the same. Go into cover, and then Roskva. We already have Tyr's Favor, so we don't need that. Baldur's Favor is worn off, but you can't do it anymore. Could just go Demoralize. They have 2 archers. I don't think you're in a position to really accomplish anything, but I might as well. Because none of the rest of these are seeming crazy important. And end turn. 2 damage. Demoralize, can you stop? Okay, and you are no longer set to an interrupt. That is perfect. Let's have you finish him. Meanwhile, these guys have just been standing here for a while, like, should we help out? Nah. Alright, you could pull his shield out of the way, which seems like a good call. How much damage are you going to do? I'm thinking I might actually have Roskva go for the Thor's Blessing at this point. Just so we can get a bit more damage in. Pull the shield out of the way. Then Nefia can charge. Not quite a kill. That's fine. Let's see, where can I move to? I can just get to here. That'll get in the way of Ife moving, though. So we'll move you here for now. And then I'll move there. I've got a shot on you. I don't know if I'll have a shot there. So I'm going to take this shot, because Ife will then have a shot on you. Yeah, hard to say. So that's you down. And Ife, you do have a shot there. Perfect. All they've got left is this guy who just keeps demoralizing, so good luck to you. You're about to have a very bad day. I think I will move Roskva forward a little bit. Because I don't think I need to be that worried. And I want to keep her with the rest of the team so that if someone goes down, she can heal them. Alright, you've got your knife. What are you doing? 17 damage. That is certainly an amount of damage. You can just kill him. I was about to move into a flank, but it didn't matter. Alright, that's victory. No lingering injuries, no damaged equipment. Excellent. I would like to loot, but I'm pretty sure if I tried to loot some of these people, it would kick off the fight. So let's see if I can grab at least these people back here. Excellent. And then I think I will end this episode here. Next time we'll start moving forward until the fight starts. See how we do with looting. And try and push our way into Ethelred. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.